Hello, this is Cryptolyze. I hope you are well. This Monday, 16 October 2023, we meet today to talk about CKB, the crypto from NERVOS network. As usual, we will dissect it into two parts. A fundamental part where we will come back to what NERVOS is, to its current affairs. And then a technical part where we will project short, medium, long-term on purchase prices, selling prices, whether spot and potentially trading opportunities. And it starts right away. As a reminder, you always have the possibility of having free access to the educational course, which is a 60-hour training course worth €400, which allows you to learn blockchain, crypto, investment, technical analysis, trading, everything to become profitable. Through 130 videos, 400 pages of guides, quizzes to find out where you are in your progress, and all for free. To have access to this lifelong training, simply use the platform of one of our partners. Everything is explained in the comments and descriptions. What is NERVOS network? So NERVOS network is a level 1 blockchain, so I'm going to say level 1 because it's an infrastructure blockchain. It's monolithic. Its main purpose is to make everything available to developers to be able to build decentralized applications. So the goal of NERVOS is also to go further, to really offer a notion of being a universal blockchain for applications, and to really also be in a notion of interoperability between the different blockchains. In this case, NERVOS offers a set of elements allowing it to interface with many blockchains, and it's a bit of the evolution of the image, where we have here, this is the image 2022, we have the image 2021, and you will see that we will find ourselves in the image, here, 2023 minus 2024, in which we also change the layout, in which we define that we are really in a common base of construction, a layer 1, which is made for modularity, which is made behind, around security, decentralization, being excess of proof of work. So we always have the war between proof of stake and proof of work, which is the most resilient in the long term. Nevertheless, they want to define themselves as being the blockchain which has the most flexibility, and which is the most interoperable with a modular architecture. So, as usual, we meet at the usual place of my blockchain is the best. But concretely, what is happening? The problem we find on NERVOS is that we have very few decentralized applications present, and that is very important to remember. It is not because we have the best project that it is the one that will stay, because what remains is where we have adoption. Do we have adoption on NERVOS network? Unfortunately, this is not yet the case. We will wait for the next current to see if yes or not. We managed to attract developers to build decentralized applications because without that, unfortunately, it will not work on a public blockchain. Next, in terms of news, we find ourselves with NERVOS network, which will have its first halving in a month and 4 days on November 19th, which will therefore halve the number of CKB which will be generated as rewards at miner level. So we have a key event, so as usual we will be careful because we will have a valuation before this moment, then a massive sale we do not forget by the rumor sell the news. This is exactly what will certainly happen on NERVOS. By the way, that doesn't mean that NERVOS is a bad project. The fact that we don't have a decentralized application on it, in any case very few ecosystems, above all means that unfortunately, for the moment, they failed to attract or create an ecosystem. And that doesn't mean that we won't have a price valuation. That's why we're going to attack there the technical part, and I will explain my setup to you on my side. So, for me, we had here an accumulation phase, a first acceleration phase in which we made a first Elliotist wave and in which we marked a buying climax, something which is classic in terms of Wyckoff distribution, BC, Arkansas, ST, SO. The bullish acceleration, we retrace, we do the automatic rally, we will retest after the ST, and then we sink with the sign of weakness. Sign of weakness, which is an accumulation of Wyckoff, which aims mainly to lateralize, therefore, to remain very straight. And this is exactly what we see. We see that we had a low point with Celsius, low point with FTX, and as a result we have been maintaining this zone for some time, even if we have very weak candles. We have very low volatility. Clearly CKB and NERVOS network are not actually able to attract bear market investors because at the same time we have quite little news. We have quite little construction on it. In any case, news around construction. And that's why I'm telling you that we're going to wait for the next bull run in which there are several opportunities. 1. Yes, we are here in a spot reloading zone, yes, but we must understand that even if we do not make new ATAth, at the level of CKB, we could have retest zones which are very interesting, in which we can go here to retest the 0.16 part, in which we have a lot of liquidity from people who are stuck with the bearish breakout at the start of 2022, and then we will necessarily have, for me, a retest of the ST to 0.35. So there we already have good prospects, if only just to do training in which, on current courses, we would have here 1,200%, just without doing a new ADH, just by doing a ST retest. So let's admit we have a bull run, which is perfect for CKB with incentives behind it, developers who build decentralized applications, volume, we have absolutely everything. At this point, we will have a diagram of Wave 1, Wave 2 used to structure Wave 3. Wave 3, which would go for 1.618 potentially at 0.069, 0.007, to here actually complete the next bull run, okay? So objective. 1.618, Fibonacci golden number, we are on a classic Fibonacci extension of Wave 1 on the retracement of Wave 2 to make Wave 3, and therefore we are aiming for this target there. If, and only if, we have to understand that, well, we have an ecosystem. We can once again have the best project in the world. If we don't have enthusiasm, we don't have decentralized applications. It will not work. And it won't work in the long term. That doesn't mean we can't have a bullish acceleration before falling back here. Okay? We could have something like that. And that's why when we are on protocols of this style, we will have to really look at the support we will have. See if the price is more a form of increase in very strong speculation here, in which it may be necessary to cut. If this is the case, it's profits more quickly than expected, or if we really have an increase in usage, and therefore at that moment we will have a price which will push upwards, and we will look for the zones that we defined above. And that, in any case, we will follow together in the dailies or in the updates as we can see here. But in any case, personally, CKB is an interesting project with the support group, which is mainly in the United States. So I think that it is very dependent on what will also happen in terms of regulation at the level of NERVOS network. Even if there is no doubt that the regulation will improve in the United States, that does not prevent CKB from suffering from this instability. And that's also why we have very little volume. I hope you liked this video. If so, don't forget to leave me a like and a comment. It always makes me very happy. I'm sure you'll appreciate the video I made on Sunday on the best possible narrative for the bull run of 2024, minus 2025. I'll put the video there and we'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock for the daily.